Hello everyone, I'm Nadia Gill and this is your Entertainment Street. I'm your host, Nadia Gill, and welcome to Entertainment Street, your local arts and entertainment show in the Inland Empire. On this episode, we are bringing you all the great talent and venues in the world of theater, music, and the arts directly from the Fox Event Center in Old Town Redlands. Also known as the West Coast Junior Circuit Theater, this location opened in 1928 and brought many in attendance, including Hollywood celebrities. Throughout the years, it has become a vaudeville house and multiplex cinema, and now it's open to the public for live entertainment and special events. On this episode, we are covering some of the best performances in town. Let's take a look at the lineup. First up, we will take you to Back to the Grind to watch the band Son of Cecil. Then, we will come back here to the Fox Event Center to listen to the Quadrophones. Finally, we'll visit our friends at the Lewis Family Playhouse to watch the musical A Chorus Line. There's so many great shows and they're all right here in your very own backyard. Now first up, let's head over to the best coffee shop in town, Back to the Grind, where this place serves more than just coffee. Here, you can relax with your favorite cup of joe while listening to everything from poetry to local musicians. We got the opportunity to sit down and talk to bandmate Brian Edwards of Son of Cecil. Let's take a look at what he had to say about this rising band. I got you your favorite cup of coffee here. So tell us, so you're in the band, Son of Cecil.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about it, who's in it, and how it all started?
I play rhythm guitar and I sing. Eric plays the drums, Noah plays bass, Kevin plays the lead guitar, and Michael plays Fender Rhodes. It basically started me just writing songs, and actually me and the guitar player, we had actually played before, so we had a little duo, and we kind of went our separate ways, and when that happened, I ended up just doing my thing solo. So then I just ended up with, coming with the name Son of Cecil, and I was just performing solo, and then eventually, just the way I wrote songs, I always kind of imagined more instruments and all that, so we kind of just started forming the band, so just started hitting up my friends that I knew that played music.
You can tell me things to make me cry. All the simple organisms wonder why.
What made you want to begin to perform? Like, where did that passion come from?
I kind of always had, I didn't have a big musical family or anything. I was a skateboarder, what I mean? I skateboarded, I still do. But it just, at a certain point, in my early 20s, I just really got really big into music. And I would just listen to things and I would just make up little melodies. Like I'd listen to a song and then, I'd hum things or whatever. And then after that, I was just like, well, why don't I just try writing songs? And it just kind of just grew from there.
Will I ever understand who again?
Now you also have another band called Truffles.
The Truffles, yes.
Is that kind of similar to this band, or how is it different?
It's more soul, R&B-ish. We just love making music, and we all kind of listen to all kinds of different things. I would never want to just be locked into one style or anything.
With the name Son of Cecil, where did you get that name? I know there's a story behind it.
You start to see the similarities between you and your parents. And so I was like, just thinking about those things, you really just start to become them. And so it just kind of hit me like, hey, I'm what I am now, what I'm doing, what I'm writing about. A lot of the emotions coming out of songs are because of my parents' influence on me.
What about your fans? Have they always been behind you?
We've got a strong network of friends, and we love them to death. Like I always consider them like that's the real band. It's not just the five dudes playing. It's that whole group of people that comes to see us and make something happen.
Like, what kind of band are you guys?
We just play, and we just try to just have fun. It's something to be a part of, you know what I mean? Come, and the more you put in, the more you'll get out, you know what I mean? Come and have fun and run around and act crazy, and we just feed off it.
What kind of connection do you have here? Because you've performed several times in the past.
It's got a nice vibe, nice atmosphere. Like I said, it looks good, and there's always good music going on. You know, they always have shows going on. Every time we come here, it's that kind of atmosphere, you know what I mean? And great coffee.
And great coffee, yes.
Don't forget the coffee.
Yes, don't forget the coffee.
Mine's got whiskey in it.
Are they allowed to do that?
They don't know, so you know, they'll know later when I'm gone. Maybe.
Is that before you have the
What's that?
little bit of whiskey before going
little
on
bit of-
stage?
I was just kidding.
We're actually going to see some of the performance. What can you tell audiences? What can they expect tonight?
Expect to just have fun. If you can't have fun, you probably won't like us. Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, guys do, right? Everybody,
Everyone wants to have fun.
anyone can have fun here. And at one of your shows, it's guaranteed a good time.
That's promoted.
Yes.
It's actually like a requirement. Fun.
Thank you so much for that great interview, Brian. We look forward to hearing more from the band in the future. If you would like more information on this popular hangout spot and mecca for artists and performers, go to www.backtothegrind.com or call 951-784-0800. Now, before we go on break, let's learn more about the City of Riverside with the great contribution they have made to improve the world of entertainment. Plus, when we come back, we will take a look at our spotlight of the show with Mika Brueggemann from the Quadrophones right here at the Fox Event Center. Don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages.
In 1910, American singer and songwriter Carrie Jacobs Bond wrote the lyrics to her famous song, A Perfect Day, while staying at the historical Landmark Hotel in downtown Riverside. She wrote the lyrics after watching the sunset over beautiful Mount Rubidoux. And that, everyone, is your entertainment fact for the Inland Empire.
You're watching Inland Empire Media Group. Contact us for opportunities to grow your business at 909-384-5285. That's 384-5285. You're watching Inland Empire Media Group. Contact us for opportunities to grow your business at 909-384-5285. That's 384-5285.
Music is everything. It can be an action, it's a noun. It's like an expression of any feeling and anything in the world.
Music is eloquence, life, love. It's really everything, you know, emotions. It can really help you through a lot of really bad situations, a lot of really good situations. It can just help.
Welcome back to Entertainment Street, your place for all entertainment in the Inland Empire. Today, we are bringing you the spotlight of the show right here at the Fox Event Center in Old Town Redlands. That's right, this lovely venue has entertained so many audiences throughout the years. It is also available as a rental to the public for weddings and other special occasions. On today's spotlight, we feature Redlands native Mika Brueggemann from the Quadrophones. She is a part of an all-female sax quartet band that amazes audience with their great versatility. Let's take a look at what she had to say.
Hello, my name is Mika Brueggemann, and I'm this episode's featured spotlight. My parents had a piano in the house, so from about when I was 5, I just started plunking on it. And then it was about my 8th grade year, my older sister, joined a all-girl punk group named PMS. And she brought home a saxophone, and I asked her if I could play it, and she said, oh, fine, you know, play it. And fell in love, and I've been playing it ever since. Getting to know all the different kinds of music, saxophone music that's out there, it just covers a huge range. You can play classical, you can play funk, you can play jazz. I mean, it just covers such a broad spectrum, and it was meant to be a combination of a woodwind instrument and a brass instrument. So it has the warmth of the woodwind sound, but it has that power of the brass instrument, and I just like the whole range of the instrument. My influences were John Coltrane, because he was incredible, Charlie Parker, Mark Turner. Non-saxophone players, Charles Mingus, really like his, not only his bass playing, but his composition style. Brad Mehldau as a piano player. Everybody has something different to offer, and so I just like to absorb as many different styles as I can. The Quadraphones started in November of 2006. One of my colleagues from college, when he found out that I was moving up to Portland, said, "Oh, you need to get a hold of this girl, Chelsea Luker. She's a great saxophone player." We met up and we were talking, and she had said, "Oh, wouldn't it be so cool? I've always wanted to have an all-girl saxophone quartet." And so we thought, well, I heard about this other girl, Mary Sue Tobin. She lives in the area, and so we went to one of her gigs, and we came up to her after the show and asked if she would be interested in forming up a group. She said, "Yeah, great." And I was like, "Well, we need a fourth member." And she said, "Oh, I know the perfect person, Michelle Medler." We added a drummer and a bass player, Leah Hinchcliffe and Ward Griffiths, and they've been phenomenal. All of us have various interests, musically speaking, and so we've all tried to just add everything that we like. So classical music, and then we've got some funk as well as your standard jazz. I was born and raised here in Redlands. It's kind of a surreal moment for me to be back home, and I'm really excited to be playing at the Fox Theater. I have very fond memories of this theater when I was little. Redlands is an historic area, and this is an historic building. For this place to be open and having various music events happening here I think it's fantastic.
What a great and talented musician. Thank you so much to Mika and the Quadraphones for inviting us to that show. For more information on the Fox Event Center, you can go to www.foxeventcenter.com or call 909-528-0255 and 909-792-3888. Don't go away. We'll be right back with coverage from the musical A Chorus Line at the Lewis Family Playhouse. But first, let's see what other great things Mika had to say in our very own 10 Under 1. We'll be right back.
My favorite song to play with the Quadraphone specifically would be Abide By Me. If I could travel anywhere around the world, I would want to go to Bora Bora or the baobab trees in Madagascar. If I were to win the lottery, pay those bills off and take a long vacation. One of my favorite movies would be Amélie, which is a French film. It's amazing cinematography, amazing acting, a really good storyline. Even Cowgirls Get the Blues would be one that I would recommend. If I weren't a musician, I don't know. Nothing else exists for me. Something that I'm just watching right now is called The United States of Terra. I had great success with the Peggy Lee fever. If I were to have 3 wishes from Genie, who magically came out of the bottle, I think I would just wish for all of us to just get along in this world. As far as inspiration for music, if I go camping or I'm sort of away from the busyness of every day, that's usually the moment where I'll have some inspiration.
You're watching Inland Empire Media Group. Contact us for opportunities to grow your business at 909-384-5285. That's 384-5285.
A musical is fun. A musical is exhilarating to me.
It's real. You know, it's right in front of you. It's basically, you have to use your imagination a little bit.
A musical it's fun, it's laughter, it's feelings. It's everything that you can get out of life.
Welcome back to Entertainment Street, everyone. As you all know, we are bringing the show from the Fox Event Center in the historic downtown Redlands. This location has preserved its old charm and continues to amaze audiences with their monthly events. You can also enjoy a gourmet meal during your visit by one of their top chefs. This is a great location for a lovely evening out on the town. All right, everyone, we bring you to our last story of the day. We got the opportunity to talk to Keenan Hooks, one of the performers of the Broadway musical hit A Chorus Line in the Lewis Family Playhouse rehearsal room in Rancho Cucamonga. Let's take a look. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
As far as tonight's show, I know it's been around since 1975, but can you tell us a little bit about the story in case some people aren't familiar with it?
Well, cool, of course. This Chorus Line is a show about 17 dancers that are auditioning to be in a show on Broadway. Some of them are Broadway vets. They've been doing it for years. Some of them are brand new and wanted to book that first big gig. It's mostly about the life of dancers, but all of us in the show are dancers, singers, actors. You have to be able to do it all to do the show. And it's just about them putting all of their stuff, all of it on the line to get this job.
Who is your character and what's his story?
Well, my character, his name is Richie Walters. He is the only African-American person on the line, and that's a big deal for him because back in the 70s, you know, a lot of ethnic actors didn't get work, or if they did, they would hire one out of the entire show. And Richie's character is basically represents that for what it was back in the day, and also just a guy that represents the joy of dance and just loving to be out there and having a good time. Because a lot of people have very sad backstories for their characters, whereas Richie comes in, he's like, I was a happy kid, I grew up fine, I just want to dance.
Give the ball, give the ball, give the ball, yeah. I was always running around shouting, give the ball, give the ball, give the ball, yeah.
The original director and choreographer, Michael Bennett, he did a wonderful job at portraying this story. How has his choreography and his direction influenced the story?
Well, it's one of those things where it's hard to tamper with just from what it's originally set with. Like, one of the things a lot of people don't realize with the music to the show is the music was tailored to the choreography. So like Michael Bennett made the choreography and then they made the music around the choreography. And so we're doing the original choreography because it's one of those iconic things about the show. And the same thing with the story. We're following it strictly like how it was scripted and everything. And so we had to do a lot of research on the characters and the people that we're playing because a lot of the characters in the show are based off of the real actors that played the roles. So we had to do our research and find out, okay, what this person did, how was it? So that we can portray that and bring that to the table because we aren't those people. But a lot of us actually are very similar to the characters that we're playing, so it makes it work out pretty well.
Are there any differences now that dancers or performers go through?
It's all the same. And so I just remember being at the auditions like, this is what it is, this is what we're doing, and this is real life right now. We had to do the combination over and over several times because most of us, this is what we do for a living, and we want the job for many reasons, as is expressed in the chorus line, and why people need the job so bad. It could be because they need to pay their rent, they just love to do it. Whatever the reason is, we all have that in common to really feed off of and bring that into the show. When you see a show like this, you understand like it's who we are and this is what we do with our lives, and this is a good way to show the world what a dancer goes through. This show touched a very special part in my heart to go, I love doing this, and if I can do this for the rest of my life, I will.
The show is pretty raw. What do you think is the silver lining of the whole show? Where's the positive message?
I think the silver message is be who you are and do what you love and enjoy doing it.
I know this is your first time performing here. How has that experience been?
Working here has been a really great experience. I love the team that they assembled and the cast. This is a really good place to work for, and I've had a great time so far, and I would definitely enjoy coming back to do it again.
What would you tell people from the area to try to come out here and watch a local performance or just support the local theater?
I think you could learn a lot more from a night of theater than you could do anywhere else because there's so much to talk about, especially with a show like A Chorus Line, but even any of the shows that happen in this space or in the area. There's so much you can get out of theater, and it's a great learning experience to see it live and in front of you. And why wouldn't it hurt to check it out?
What talented group of performers. Thank you to Keenan Hooks, Broadway at the Gardens, and of course the Lewis Family Playhouse for a great time. For more information on that location, visit www.lewisfamilyplayhouse.com or call 909-477-2752. All right, everyone, we are almost at the end of our show. Before we go on break, let's see how the city of Rancho Cucamonga has contributed to entertainment. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Aboard! Train leaving on track 5 for Anaheim, Azusa, and Cucamonga. Step right up.
Comedian and personality Jack Benny included the city of Rancho Cucamonga in one of his longest-running gags in his popular radio show, The Jack Benny Program. In reality, no such train really existed. Aiding him with the practical joke was Mel Blanc. And as a tribute, a statue of Benny can now be seen by residents at the beautiful Victoria Gardens Cultural Center in the city of Rancho Cucamonga. And that, everyone, is your entertainment fact for the Inland Empire.
You're watching Inland Empire Media Group. Contact us for opportunities to grow your business at 909-384-5285. That's 384-5285.
All right, everyone, we have reached the end of our show. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the arts. If you would like to know more about Entertainment Street or would like to be featured on our next episode, visit and like our page at facebook.com/e.street.ticket. We leave you today with a performance from the band Son of Cecil at Back to the Grind. Enjoy, everyone, and always remember, stay cultured, my friends.